Morning, beautiful souls. It's an absolutely glorious day, the best day we've had all year, I reckon, for the amount of sun at this time of day, for the amount of heat coming from the sun at this time of day. Glorious, 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 glorious. Today I want to share a little light on a dream that I had last night. Dreams hold a lot of very beautiful insights for where your consciousness is at, and dreams also are you, one of your multidimensional selves in a different reality at a different time, and they help us to raise our frequency in this now, because what you dream about will help you in this now, in the moment that you're in right now. So in my dream, I was in this incredibly beautiful house that was owned by a very, prominent couple in this particular time frame reality, and there was lots of people that worked there, and I don't remember what I looked like, but we certainly weren't in the UK. We were somewhere in a hot country, and two of the workers were talking about this couple, and then I started to feel very uneasy about the fact that they were talking about them. And then somebody else joined in, and I was still thinking, gosh, just feels a little bit uneasy, but I didn't stop the conversation. So everybody had this conversation. It wasn't awful, but it was speaking about people behind their back, and anybody that does that needs to check in with himself, because that's not what anybody should be doing, even if it's stuff that's you think is not that bad. It's still talking about somebody behind their back, and it's still not transparent, and it's not pure. So it's not what we do. We don't do this. Not in the fifth dimension and higher, we don't do this. And so I was like, in my dream, observing, thinking, this isn't so good. And then I went to step through this door, and we're talking about huge, big doors. It's a beautiful place. It looked like something that could be in Bali or something like that. And the other side of their door, there was a speaker and a video, and the couple had heard everything that had been said, and they had put a speaker out there with a screen showing recordings of everything from all time and since everybody had been working, and this particular house, compound, whatever you want to call it. And there was no malice. It was just showing exactly what had been going on, that they were aware of it, and they held no malice, no bad intention. There was no going to be any punishments. It was just, this is how it is. We have seen and heard everything, and we're just putting this before you for your contemplation. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Now, some of the people were very upset, because then they went into fear mode. They went into separation mode, like as if they had to defend themselves. And this is where I finally spoke in the dream. And I said, don't you see what's going on here? And they were all like looking confused. And I said, this is amazing. You're working for people that have so much love and understanding, that instead of punishing, instead of blaming, instead of shaming, they're giving you all an opportunity to raise your frequency, to become better versions of who you are right now, but with love supporting you to do that, giving you the free rein to do that. The free rein to do that in the way that at your own speed, because they've already seen the worst of it. And believe me, the worst of it wasn't bad. These people were lovely people. They just, you know what people can be like when you get groups together. One person says something and the next person stirs the pot, and the next thing you know there's a little drama going on, and it's just mindless. That's what it is. It's mindless. And I woke and I felt really good, because this is the changing times of how people will be dealing with situations. In the past, when something happened and it wasn't to an employer's liking, or you know, there may have been consequences that weren't particularly nice. Some consequences have to be there because, you know, you have to protect people as well. You have to be kind and do the best for the whole, for the we, not for the individuals. And this was really all about the we, about unity, unifying. Because when you love others, you help them to love themselves. And when people hate on others and when people talk about others, it's usually because of inadequacies within themselves. I don't know of any confident people that really love themselves that talk bad on others. They talk about nice things about others, and if they don't have good things to say, they keep quiet. And that is that. And they don't comment, and they don't get pulled into any nonsense or any lower frequency stuff, because they know they don't need to place their energy there. And even to this day, you may find that you will be tested about how you deal with these kind of conversations. And sometimes it's easy just to be quiet and just to say nothing, because when somebody does try and pull you into it, you've got to be very careful about how you word what you have to say. And you have to be also very, very careful about what you agree with, because people will say things like, "Don't you agree?" and want you to say yes. If you don't agree, you say, "That's not what I feel. That is not anything that I agree with." You have to be sovereign. So that was my dream last night, a very beautiful, a very uplifting dream of the now moving forwards of life here on this beautiful planet, the shifting times that we're going through, and also a very beautiful light in a different dimension, beautiful different light, different dimension, a different time, in a different time frame. So I hope you all remember your dreams, because if you're not remembering your dreams, then there are things that you can do, obviously, to help yourself, even like setting the alarm clock, going back to sleep, and then setting it for like a couple of minutes later so that you can remember. Write it down, write your dreams down. Like I said, don't bother with dreamers' dictionaries, go with your intuition. What does this help me? How does this help me in this now? How does this help me in this now? What is this showing me in this now? So, gosh, there's lots of tangles going in this path. So that's what I wish to share today. I wish you all beautiful, lovely Sunday, peace, love, and joy to you all. My name is ZsaZsa. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so wish to do so. Thank you very much.